Hello and welcome back to TF1 See the Formula 1 chat. But it's not Formula 1 now, it's Formula 2, where we're going to be discussing our preview for the Hungarian round of the Formula 2 season. The F1 Circus heads to Hungary this weekend, and F2 is involved. In fact, all the feeder series are involved, but we're on to Formula 2 predictions and preview now. Should we just get into it with quality? I mean, I'll have a little look at the championship. Do you want to be giving me your
I wonder who leads. It's Felipe Drugovich.
Let me have it.
I wonder who's
It
second.
is still
It's
Drugovich, yeah.
After Logan Sargeant got very unlucky. But yeah, I'll go into my quality predictions.
Yeah, Drugovich, Pourchaire, Sargeant, quite the gap now.
Yeah.
Druvler fourth, Lawson fifth.
The
GOAT is in sixth.
It's going to be one of those
Jackie
two
Doohan.
win the championship. Either
I
Sargeant,
think
Pourchaire,
Doohan can still come through.
Shut up.
He's really good.
Right, let's get into quali.
Especially after this round.
Let's get into quali.
Okay.
And in P5, I have Frederick Avesti. He's been in decent form. Also, he got his first win in Baku. He qualified P3 in France. He was very quick around Spielberg also. And the Mercedes Junior is in a good vein of form.
It's very good qualifying pace. Fair enough. I've gone P5 for Liam Lawson. Hasn't always been the best in qualifying, but I think he'll just get the lap together and take P5.
Build a bit of momentum after France.
Potentially, yeah. Maybe he'll be a bit more happy.
Probably. I mean, we won the sprint, took P6 in the race. I think we quite shaft.
P6 is alright, but yeah. P4 if you got.
P4, I've got Théo Pourchaire. Decent result for him. He will be happy because he does out-qualify Felipe Drugovich, which is huge for the championship. But building on a good run of form, the two ARTs of Pourchaire and Vesti, it's a 4-5 for them.
Yeah, fair enough. P4, I have Jan Deruvela. I think he's shown he's got decent pace at times. I think he'll probably throw it away in the race, but I think
we know his race pace and
he will show us his very good pace.
P3, I have Ayumu Iwasa. Obviously, missed out on pole in qualifying last weekend by 6 thousandths. We know he's got the pace over one lap. He won't quite take pole, but it'll be very close between him and the top two.
Yeah, fair enough. P3, I have Théo Pourchaire, who you put in P4, so similar things really. I think he'll build on his home race results.
Yeah. P2, I have last weekend's pole sitter, Logan Sargeant. Obviously, got really unlucky in the race with a clutch failure at the pit stop. But he's taken 2 poles in the last 3 feature races. I think he won't take pole here, but he'll be on the front row for the race on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, he obviously won't get pole because he is washed. But P2, I don't have Logan Sargeant. I don't have him in my top 5. A bit of a bold prediction there, but I do have Iwasa Iwasa. He's been fantastic this season, Iwasa, and he was brilliant last time out. I think he'll be right in the hunt for pole again, and I think we're going to see a repeat of the fight for the win last time.
In P1,
kind of gives away my P1, but
it's
go on.
very close between Iwasa, Sargeant, and Jack Doohan on pole.
What a guy.
It's going to be very close. We know they all had the pace over one lap. I can see the top 3 being separated by 500ths. I think it could be that close.
I don't think it will be that close. I think Jack Doohan is going to put in an absolute blinder of a lap. P1 for Jackie Boy Doohan. I think he's going to literally burn the tyres off of that UNI Virtuosi car because he's going so fast.
Yeah,
that's what's going to happen.
Sure he will.
On to the sprint then.
P5. I have Felipe Drugovich, our championship leader. I was going to say our runaway championship leader, but not really anymore.
He's kind of still running. He's 39 points clear.
38.
It was cut by a point last week, so I think Pourchaire is definitely now within a shout.
Yeah, 38. Him taking P5 in the sprint, get himself a few points.
Yeah, fair enough. I have Liam Lawson, P5 in quali, P5 in the sprint. Some decent points for Lawson, but I don't think he's really going to be able to compete with the absolute legends who are ahead of him.
Oh, God. P4, I have Enzo Fittipaldi. Is Enzo? Yes, it is Enzo. Enzo Fittipaldi.
Not Emerson.
The
74-year-old.
He's shown some fantastic pace.
Not that old, but
Fittipaldi in races, in certain races. Here and there, he's been a bit hit and miss. One weekend he'll have good pace. One weekend he's a little bit off it. Obviously, in France, he piled into the side of
the championship now.
I think so. Yeah,
I'll
France, he just got a bit desperate.
P7 in the championship.
Fired it into the side of Murray. That cost him. But I think here...
And it cost Roberto Murray, the god.
The god himself. P4 for Enzo.
Yeah, fair enough. My P4 is Felipe Drugovich. Just a bit of a tame result. I don't think he's really going to be able to do much. I don't think he'll be able to touch the top 3. Well, I think the top 2 will be having a really good scrap. Third's going to be in an absolute world of his own. And then Drugovich just won't. I think he'll have to defend from Lawson a bit. Not too hard. It's not that difficult to defend from Lawson this season. So, onto your podium then for the sprint.
I'm going to run through my podium. So P3, I have Yuri Vips. P2, I have Liam Lawson. P1, I have Dennis Hauser.
Wow.
Obviously, Hauser was one round here in F3 last year. But I feel like this is going to be a very controversial battle. Yuri Vips isn't the most liked man at the moment.
No.
And obviously it's questioned where he should be still in F2. I also think that this top 3, we could see what we kind of saw in last week's sprint race, where it got very pushy, shovey. I feel like between Vips, Hauser and Lawson, I mean, obviously we saw Hauser and Vips battle at the back of the grid. We saw Vips shove Armstrong into the next country. But I feel like they're going to shove each other off. Around,
is that Spain then?
Around Hungary, I do feel, I don't know which driver, but I do feel there could be another driver up there with them. But around Hungary, if Vips just pushes them off, they'll end up in a wall.
They will, yeah.
But I think it's going to be very controversial.
Yeah, just running around the grass. My podium's going to be less controversial. We're going to have a brilliant fight for the lead. But in P3, Roberto Merhi. He's going to be just so fast. Just chilling in P3. I think, it'll qualify about P10, 8, P8, that's it. And it'll be fun. It'll be loving it. Loving life. He'll have a challenge the top 2, though, of Logan Sargeant. I was going to say Josh there, but Logan Sargeant, not the Norwich City striker. Logan Sargeant will be P2 to Frederick Vesti in the ART. I think he'll have enough to hold off the championship protagonist. And Vesti taking home some very decent points.
Into the feature race then.
And obviously another win.
Yeah.
Has he won yet?
Yeah. Into the feature race then. P5, I have Felipe Drugovich. P5 in the sprint for Drugovich. P5 in the feature race. A decent weekend for him. But overall, I still don't think Pourchaire's going to gain too much on him. That's 2 there. Pourchaire gains 1. Pourchaire will gain 1.
Really, really good weekend again. Do you want to do all your top 5? Because mine has a lot of explaining to do.
Pourchaire will gain 1 because Pourchaire is in P4, just ahead of Drugovich. So it's a point gained, I suppose. Then P3 is Frederick Vesti. He's going to jump his teammate and find himself onto another Formula 2 podium. The top 2 stays the same of Doohan and Sargeant, but which way round it is, they're going to swap. Doohan P2, Logan Sargeant, making amends for last week, taking his 3rd feature race win in 4 races.
How's he passing Doohan then?
Off the start.
No.
Why doesn't know?
Doohan will go deep into turn 1 and run him off the road.
But Sargeant to win his 3rd feature race in 4 races. Doohan to take home a good P2, but Sargeant to gain massively on Drugovich.
Right, love the predictions. Now it's time for the interesting ones, though. There's going to be Hungary 2021-esque levels of carnage off this start. I think the top 2, Doohan and Iwasa, will just avoid it, but everyone else is getting swept up in it. I think we're going to see Nissany come flying into turn 1. I think we're going to see Novalak spinning around. Novalak will be all right.
Wow.
He'll be fine. And then I think we'll see Drugovich out, Sargeant out, Pourchaire out, Lawson out. All of them with their tyres off and just a complete shit show, basically. Similar to last year. So many cars off track at turn 1. And we're going to see a few sneak through to take some really, really strong results. Red flag, clean it all up, sweep away the dead cars, and then we can get into some actual racing. Well, I think we'll only have 10 runners left. And what a race we're going to be in for.
Oh
P5, Klemon Novalak in his MP. Looked very decent last weekend. Took some points at his home race. I think it'll be more than buzzing with that. In P4, in the Trident, Callan Williams. What a result for him. I think he's going to take him a really, really solid P4. I think we'll be more than buzzing with that one. And then, onto our podium. Of course, we've got Doohan and Iwasa in the top 2, but third,
of course we do.
Enzo Fittipaldi. As I said, they dodged it all. Because they were 1 and 2. They managed to get around the corner before the Nissany bullet came in. But Fittipaldi will take P3. Very solid for his championship. I think he'll catch up to Deruvula then. He'll be ahead of him actually in the championship, so that'll be amazing for Fittipaldi. Another person that's going to be ahead of Deruvula is Jack Doohan. He's going to take the win. Iwasa P2. What a race. How much? They were top 2 in quali, and then they're going to dodge this carnage.
You've gone right. I'm not going to wipe Doohan out, but I need one driver to be with him so it doesn't look biased.
No, they were top 2.
Unbelievable.
And then, when the seas part, Callan Williams.
You do know it's going to be the most boring F2
Well,
I've seen now.
I want to see mine made into a feature-length
If Lawson
film.
and Sargeant get smashed into, I will walk to Hungary and find Roy Nassani.
It's not going to be only Roy Nassani. It's Roy Nassani and I think Vershaw will probably do
I'll ask for a
something
countback.
stupid.
We'll restart.
No countbacks. Well, their car's going to be smashed anyway. It'll only be Drugovich who's magically got a new MP out of somewhere. But yeah, I think we'll only see 10 runners, so that'll be a really exciting race. And we'll see points for drivers like Ollie Caldwell. I know Caldwell will probably hit into someone. You'll see everyone off and go, I need to join.
This is fun.
This seems like a bit of me.
Is it raining then?
A little bit.
Oh.
No, but it's between wet and dry. I think they're going to be on the softs. And Doohan and Iwasa use their brilliant driver ability to get round the corner. But Porsche, little bit wibbly.
Stop.
Oh, Lawson, struggling a little. Oh, Deruvula, mate.
Lawson
Can't really
doesn't struggle.
get through that. Bang! The bullet has come. It's going to be a pretty mental crash. No one hurt, though. Everyone's completely fine, somehow.
Yeah.
Maybe a few, bruises.
Great.
Bit sore.
You want to bruise drivers.
No, I don't want to bruise them. They're going to be fine. Just, superficial damage.
Mm-hmm.
One of them eye hurts a little. Right. Anyway, that is all for today. Give us in the comment section down below. Give us who you think's going to win and who you think will be leading the championship coming out of it. If it's not Felipe Drugovich, you're wrong. No one can catch him yet. But they could certainly go a long way to catch him. 39 points.
You could gain 37. So you could go one behind.
And if you took pole?
Oh no, you could
40. Okay. Well, if you think that Pourchaire is going to come sort of every session
and win the sprint, win the feature, and get fastest lap in both,
and Drugovich has to score nothing. Okay. Well, that'll be an exciting weekend. Nowhere near as exciting as my weekend of 12 cars out at turn 1.
F2 up though. The championship could change in one weekend.
Yeah, because they do 2 races.
Yeah.
And they give points for pole. So if they give points for pole, then Leclerc would have another 18 points on max or something like that. Depending on how many they gave, obviously.
When our F1 preview goes
out. F1 preview out not long after this. And look out for the reviews on Monday, all that kind of stuff. Subscribe if you're new. It massively helps us out on our road to hopefully 100 subs by the end of this year on this channel. We only started in January, so it's going pretty well already. But thank you all very much for watching. And we'll see you next time.
See ya.